In many cultures, playing the flute at night is thought to attract bad luck, bad things, or evil spirits. To attract ghosts, one only needs to play a flute in the middle of the night. This is because, old folks believe that, the seemingly sad melody of the flute brings out the sad, nostalgic memories, of the wandering spirits and the dead. Playing the flute, especially in the nighttime, will attract snakes, ghosts and bad luck. This is similar to the story of the Pied Piper, who used his flute to round up all of the rats in the city. Therefore the sound of your flute in the cool night air, will bring about evil spirits, hissing reptiles, and bad luck.
First, I need to wash my hands to make sure they are clean before I pray. This is the safe and sound culture in my family. Whenever we go out, we will pray to our gods for our safety. When I pray to my gods, I need to pray with sincerity. I cannot talk and think of negative things when I pray to my gods, because it is a kind of respect to my gods.
Why you do that?
Why not?
You should avoid stacking two plates on top of each other when eating at a wedding banquet or after a funeral, as it symbolizes to marry for a second time or to die again. So it's not advisable to do that. Make sure you keep in mind.
Okay.
It is also not a baseless Chinese superstitious eating culture because there is a meaning behind it. You might think that you're doing a nice thing by helping out waiters at restaurants by stacking your plates, but in fact, you're giving them more job when it comes to sorting the dishes from silverwares. A waiter who takes pride in his professionalism would never stack plates at the table and could be in trouble if you made him appear to have done so. So make it a practice to never scrape or stack your plates at the table. Stacking plates together is aesthetically unappealing, dirties both sides of the dishes, and could damage the dishes. This is why my family still practice this culture till today.
Girl, another 5 minutes, got to go to bed already.
Getting clothes up ready before sleep was a culture of mine, as I was taught to do so since young. This culture was started from my granddad's generation because in the past they had to wake up before dawn and go to work. According to my grandma, it symbolizes a good beginning for the rest of the day and it brings good luck in whatever you are doing. In fact, this was one of the culture that teaches us to be punctual and do not do things in the last minute. My family is having this culture because we do not want to rush in the next morning, ended up with ruining the schedule. It will be troublesome if we were late to work or school, not to mention about the time taken to match our clothing.
In my family culture, we often eat miswa as our breakfast or lunch. The word miswa was developed from the Hokkien word misoa. This culture was originated from my dad's birthplace in Fujian, China. Miswa is usually cooked during important festival as it signifies long life in the Chinese culture. In addition, miswa is a traditional birthday food. However, as time passes, my family has changed the ingredients from the traditional way of cooking miswa. We cook it using ingredients like cabbage, tomatoes, fish, or any vegetables and meat we find in the fridge. The reason we often eat miswa is because it is easy and simple to cook. Moreover, it helps to minimize the amount of food wastage produced at home. Lastly, it is also because we are very used to the taste and texture of the miswa, as we ate them from young. This habit has slowly blended into our daily life routine.
Hi everyone, this is Nicholas Liu here. Try to ignore this very dark place here. So anyways, I'm gonna talk about my family culture, which is related to death and coffin. So yeah, when a person passes away from my family, first and foremost, what we do is what most people will do first, which is we arrange for funerals, burial ceremonies, and such. However, at the ending of the ceremony, what my family culture is to look behind when it's the time to close the coffin. Apparently, it is auspicious to look at the coffin when it is closing, and therefore we look behind to avoid bad luck and also a sign for the spirit to not worry about us, which is to say, to tell our family members that they have nothing to worry about when they are leaving us. So yeah, that's my family culture. Thank you for listening.
Praying to our ancestors during the Mid-Autumn Festival is to pay respect to them. Burning incenses is to guarantee our safety and health. We take this chance to thank them for protecting every one of us all this while and hope that they will continue doing the same. In this video, the girl placed some kueh and the steamed sponge cake in front of the shrine. And then she burned one stick of incense and offered it to the ancestors. Only right hand is allowed when offer incenses to our ancestors. We will normally honor our ancestors with some foods such as kueh, fruits, chicken, prawns, flowers, vegetarian dishes, and fish. But some people will only use kueh and tea as it is more simple and quick. This is my family's tradition to pray to our ancestors on the Mid-Autumn Festival.
Cultural traditions are important because they transmit shared values, stories, and goals from one generation to the next. That is what makes us different and unique from the others, and it is what shapes us as a human being. Cultural tradition brings people together, enables us to showcase the principles of our founding fathers, celebrate diversity, and unite as a country.